Anna's legacy is really, it's that of revitalizing Cherokee pottery. It really is. The exhibit is the first time that this many of her pottery pieces have been together in one place. My name's Callie Chunstudi, and I'm the curator for the Cherokee Heritage Center here in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and we're taking an inside look at the Anna Mitchell Legacy exhibit that would not have been possible without support from the Oklahoma Arts Council and National Endowment for the Arts. Anna was a full-blood Cherokee. She was from the Veneta area. She married and settled there as well. Anna's pottery really grew out of a curiosity that she had had as a little girl about her Cherokee culture, and she had seen pottery from other tribes and things, but she really got curious about what Cherokee people might have done. One day when her family was digging a pond on their property, they found a vein of clay, and she decided to just basically trial and error, learn from scratch how to make pottery. And then she spoke with people with the Eastern Band and some of the other woodlands and southeastern tribes about how pottery was made, and she just kind of grew it from there. Basically trial and error. The first pieces that she made was she was attempting to make a pipe for her husband Bob. Pipes like she saw Sequoia had. The process is incredibly lengthy. It took her months and months to get a piece without it breaking, even to get a piece to dry properly, because it's not as simple as, just finding some clay in the ground and molding it into something and firing it. You actually have to grind the clay, sift the clay, rehydrate the clay, and that, the process of just doing that is quite complicated, and she did most of it through trial and error. Hand-built pottery is built by using a coil process. You would coil the clay and kind of, build it up, smooth it together, build it up, smooth it together until you achieve the shapes that you want, and then recorded what she was doing in a journal for her children or any future people that wanted to do pottery, and then also began teaching those classes. So we've been able to keep those traditions alive now. When you come see the exhibit, you'll notice that we begin with Anna's pottery. We speak about her early life, some of her inspirations. We actually have her Cherokee National Treasure's medal and the letter that came along with her being awarded that. And then we move into a section where you can see her students' work, her daughter's work, her family's work, and mentees that she had, like Jane Austin. Her pottery mimicked traditional shapes and motifs and things like that. She would use a lot of southeastern motifs in her pottery, and then she came up with some of her own pottery that she wasn't necessarily made exactly like traditional motifs. She found a lot of different ways to burnish and decorate the pots with slip painting and burnishing with stones and gourds and different things like that. One of her most famous pieces is the Startled Fawn. That's a piece that she made specifically to mimic an archaeological piece that had been found. So we also have on display some of Anna's tools that she had. Her husband Bob would help her make these tools, or would actually make a lot of them for her. Paddle stamped pottery is is a Cherokee tradition as well. So he would make her paddles for her. In the Cherokee tradition, she was a modest person. She wasn't one to, toot her own horn too loudly or anything like that. I think that she would be very happy to see how her work has influenced all of the current artists that we have and future artists.